This is a tutorial for my arrangement of All Through the Night. There will be a playthrough at the end, and if you'd like to order it, there's a link in the description. This is for the fingerstyle player or the hybrid picker, and if you're following the tab below, make sure you do pay some attention to the standard notation line above for chords and fingerings. Verse 1 begins with a C chord with the melody on string 2. And what I'd like you to do is hold down as much of this chord as you can while you play the melody above. Those little curvy lines you see in the tab and the standard notation are called let ring or let vibrate markings. That means that those notes that they're attached to should ring throughout the measure. So if it's an open string, just try not to touch that string again. If it's a note with the finger down, keep holding that finger down. So hold that C chord down, and then the melody is finger 1, open, and then because we're holding down with second and third finger here, you'll need to squish your first finger in to play that A. And then back out to that C, and then part of a G chord, 4 strings of a G chord. Make sure it's finger 3 here in the bass, finger 4 on the melody. That allows you to play this C easily with your first finger, and then an open B, and then a G. And what I like to do when I play this G at the end of measure 2 is mute the B string that I just played. Otherwise, they're just going to both be ringing and it doesn't sound that clean. So what I do for that is I play my B. As I play my G, I touch the B string again with the same finger I plucked it with to mute it. So we have 2 separate notes there, nice and clean. And then finger 1 and 2, finger 3 and open, and then a C chord with melody on string 2. Next 4 measures are the exact same thing. So hold the chord down, finger 1, G chord, mute the B, Measure 9, watch the fingerings are going to be very important here. So we have an F, third finger in the bass. Hold that finger down through the entire measure, and then above that, we've got the melody, finger 1, open, and then 1, and finger 4. Again, holding that F down the whole time with your third finger. Now in the next measure, we have the same bass note, however, finger 4 is going to be moving over here to the 5th fret, so we need to switch to finger 1 on that F at the 3rd fret on 4th string, and finger 4 slides from the G to the A at the 5th fret. And this is a little tricky here, but you want to try to keep holding down the first finger. So for our fingerings, we're going to have to go 4, 2. We can't play this F over here if we want to keep this F ringing. So we're going to play that with 4th finger at the 6th fret 2nd string, and then open 1st string. And then we're back to first position here. D minor chord, I like to play this D in this case with my 4th finger on the 2nd string. So finger 1 open, finger 4 should already be down, and then put finger 1 down for that C. And then we have a G chord with an E on top. So 3rd finger down there, keep holding that 3rd finger down, let that chord ring. Melody is open, then finger 4 and 1 and open. And then the next 4 measures are the same as the first 4 measures of this verse. Mute the B. And now we're at measure 17, verse 2. Keep holding down the C chord that you just got done playing at the end of verse 1. We're going to be playing C chord again, but we're just going to be picking 1 or 2 notes at a time. So at first we pick octave Cs. Hold all this down as you play, as you pick these notes, let them all ring. And then holding down the C chord, we play 4th string, 3rd string, and then 2nd string, but lift your first finger so you have this B. And as we did in the first measure, first finger slides over or switches over to this A. while you keep holding down the rest of that C chord as much as you can, and then moves back to the C on beat 4. And then use fingers 3 and 4 here. This is basically just a G chord, plucked 1 or 2 strings at a time, holding everything down, letting it all ring. Finger 1 on the C, and then a B, and as we did before, mute the B string while you play the G. And then finger 1 and 2, finger 3 and open, and this is just a C chord here, so just go ahead and form the whole C chord, and we're playing one note at a time, holding everything down, letting it ring. Keep that chord down because now measures 21 through 24, it's the same music. First finger slides over and back, let everything ring, mute the B, and form a C chord here. Measure 25, we have some double stops on strings 1 and 3. This is finger 2 and 1, then strings 1 and 3 open, back to fingers 2 and 1. Now your first finger is going to be sliding all over the place. First finger slides from 1st fret to 3rd fret, and then slides to the 5th fret. This is going to be a double stop again, so put your second finger down as well. First finger slides back to 3rd fret, and this is going to be a double stop, finger 1 and 3. And now both fingers 1 and 3 slide down 2 frets. So first finger should now be at the 1st fret. So that part right there, measure 25. Slide, slide. And then open here. And then this bit right here is the same as measures 11 and 12. And then G. And measure 29, the last 4 measures of this verse, same as the first 4 measures of this verse. Form that C chord, let them all ring. B, and form the C chord here. Now we're on to verse 3, where the melody and bass are moving more independently. I don't know if the microphone's going to pick it up, but my upstairs neighbor is running the vacuum cleaner, so if you hear this whining noise, that's what you're hearing. So measure 33, we play these C's together. On beat 2, you play that E with your second finger, and then after beat 2, lift first finger, play that B open, and then fingers 2 and 3, and then finger 1 on the C. Now, finger 1 slides over to the 3rd fret and plays this D. At the same time, your second finger plays this F sharp. And then second finger releases, so you can play this D note on beat 2, just open by itself. And then after beat 2, slide back to fret 1 with finger 1, and then play the G and the B together. And as we've done before, mute the B while you play the G. Then fingers 2 and 3, G and B together. And then on beat 4, play this bass note by itself. And then right after that, you play this B note, second string open, and then to a C chord. Next 4 measures are the exact same, so this gives us a chance to play all the way through that so you can see the timing between the melody and the bass notes. Measures 41 and 42 are the same as measures 9 and 10, so once again, fingerings are going to be important. Hold down 3rd finger while you play the melody up top. Finger 4 slides over, switch fingers for the bass note. Finger 4 for this F, and then open. And then this is based on a D minor chord. You're going to be picking this A on the 3rd string between your melody notes. So it's a open D, and finger 1. Go ahead and put finger 2 down as well. There's your A. Play the open E, then the A. Finger 4 on this D, then the A, and finger 1. And then same idea now, but just on a G chord, and you're going to be plucking 3rd string open Gs between your melody notes. Low G with your 3rd finger. At the same time, play this E, and keep the G down as you play this. 3rd string G, finger 4, 3rd string G, C, G, B. So I'm going to go back and play from that D minor so you see how that's put together. And the last 4 measures are the same as the first 4 measures of verse 3.